Yo, yo! What's going on, champions? It's Marquise Money Mike Williams, founding member and executive senior director here at JMG Direct, and I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the Focus Training. Man, I'm super duper excited to have each and every one of you plugged in with us this morning. Man, it's wonderful times right now. It's very exciting times, and we want you to be a part of the magic, that we are embarking upon, with our phenomenal company. And that's why we have training each and every Saturday, so that we make sure that you have the skill sets and you have the training and everything that you need to be able to take your life and your business to the next level. So shoot out a text message. Make sure that you let every single person on your team know that this is the place to be, because we're going over something I feel like is very important today. And it's something that I want you to bookmark, and it's something that I want you to remember the link for this training, for the simple fact that this is going to be one of those trainings that you're going to come across and you're going to be able to use at different times during your career in the business, because you're going to come across different people who at different times during their business, they're going to encounter different, how should I say, not trials and tribulations, but, different setbacks and things that are mentally going to hold them back, because sometimes, you get in your own way. And a lot of people don't realize that when you get in your own way, who's gonna be the one to pull you back? Your sponsor, your upline. So sometimes if you're a new sponsor or if you're a new upline, you gotta figure out ways, or you gotta know what resources to give your team so that you can help them get to where they need to be. But before we jump into training, there's a small thing that I want to do. Let me see if I got it here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if I'm looking to play a sound. Let's see. Doesn't look like I have it here, so I'm just gonna jump. I'm just gonna jump in and just say it. From my heart, there's somebody who is behind the scenes, within our company, and they're not a rep. They're technically they are ownership, but we have to give some flowers to JMG Direct's First Lady, the wife of Mr. Paul D. Jones. Miss Nancy Jones is celebrating her 50th birthday. I know she ain't on training. Sometimes she's in the background when Mr. Jones is a part of training. But Nancy, I want you to understand that we celebrate you and we appreciate you allowing your husband to work as hard for us as he does. And as you embark upon the next chapter of life, 50 it's a big accomplishment. There's a lot of people out there who, are going to the upper room at early ages. As a matter of fact, I had a Spelman sister, pass just the other day. So I don't want you to take it lightly. So whatever you decide to do for your birthday, whatever you decide to do this next year, make sure you do it to the fullest and you totally enjoy it. All right? So we sing happy birthday to you today. 50 years on this earth. Happy birthday, Nancy. All right. Now let's get back into training. So, guys, today we're going to talk about some things that are so phenomenal. Let me just go ahead and jump right into it. Where's my screen at? Boom. Training screen share. There we go. Oh, that's what it is. Not on the right. I don't know why you got a truck over there. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, the difference between amateurs and professionals is training, and that's very important for you to realize, because it takes training to be successful in anything that you do in life. It doesn't matter, if you're a custodian. It doesn't matter if you're a salesperson. It doesn't matter if you're a landscaper. You got to be trained on how to be awesome at what you're doing. So the foundation in what we do, always remember, all we do is expose. We don't sell, we don't convince, we don't beg. We just expose people to a better way. We just expose people to new information, and we allow them to move and take the information as they please. All right? So always remember, the only two things that we get paid to do. We get paid to gather customers, and we do that by shopping, making personal purchases, along with referring others to shop on our online store. That creates your customer base. But remember, never focus on your customers if they shop now or not. You just keep planting the seeds and keep, spreading the word, about the products and services. All right? Second thing, somebody's calling me. Second thing is we teach others to do the same thing. All right. And we do that by building a team. This allows you to create leverage. And leverage is when you make money from the time and efforts of other people. All right. So when you make money off the time and efforts of other people, more hands lighten the load. So in looking at our launch strategy is very simple. All right. You must make one decision that you want something more out of life. And then to cover it, to embrace it, right? Success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. I'm making gestures to the camera and I didn't turn myself off already. That's how crazy I am. But success with JMG is simple as 1, 2, 3. And you must make one decision that you want something more out of life. But more importantly, you're willing to do the work that it takes to get it. I always say, until you know why, the how doesn't matter, right? We're going to dig more into that today, you guys. A lot of times people, and this isn't a motivational training either. Sometimes people tune out when you're not telling me exactly what to do. Well, sometimes for the last couple weeks, I've been telling you exactly what to do. So the roadmap has been laid. The Simple Wealth blueprint has been laid. But if you're not getting the results that you want, there's something holding you back. And that's what I'm going to tap into today. I'm going to tap into what's keeping you from tapping into the simple directions that is there. All right. So 2 customers, 2 My Credit is Better customers. This qualifies you to get paid. And then you want to partner with 3 people. And you want to teach them to do the same thing. Make a decision and get qualified. It's just that simple, guys. We try to make it really elementary, but today what I want to talk to you about is building your business while living a life. All right? Building your business while living a life. And that's one of the many reasons we call JMG Direct the life business. All right. So, and before I dive into it, I want you guys to realize that your business is not a competition. All right. So many times we embark upon life and we get busy wearing multiple hats. I got this hat, I'm dad. I got this hat, I'm husband. I got this hat, I'm JMG Direct Marketing Brand Ambassador. You know, you wear so many hats and you don't know how they can coexist with each other because you're making them different hats, right? You're making them different things. But they're not in competition with each other. When you become a marketing brand ambassador, you don't get into the business until the business gets into you. It becomes a part of who you are. Okay? So your business isn't in competition with your wife because you build your business for your wife, for your husband, for your kids. You build your business for your why. And as long as you have open communication, see, you don't see people complaining about how much somebody works their job. Why? Because they've associated with how they provide, how they pay the bills, how they create security. Okay? Well, when you have open communication and you make your business that same level as your job, and there has to be that understanding, it has to be at the same level as your job. If you have a job, then there's that understanding that it's not a hobby. It's not just something that you're doing. It's something that you're taking serious. And then understand it's not in a competition with other things in your life. It's not in competition with your job because this is your business. It's not in a competition with your hobbies because this is your business. You may have to temporarily invest some time with your hobbies in order for you to take yourself to the next level. But in one moment, let me just check my screen went out. All right. So what I want to talk about first is don't sweat the investment. Okay. Don't sweat the investment. Your treasure, the gold, you got the gold right in the palm of your hand. This is your JMG Direct business. This is the access to your goals and dreams. This is the yellow brick road to the land of Oz. And as long as you embrace that, as long as you realize that, stop looking at the investment and like it's some weight on your shoulders. You have to see the treasure that's right in front of you. All right? So, words of wisdom. First, you need to invest. You got to put it in your mute myself again. All right. You got to put it in your mindset that you're actually investing, not paying a bill, not putting money up. All right. And then once you get that mindset that, okay, I'm investing, I'm putting that seed money, right? I'm expecting an ROI, I'm putting that seed money. Then you got to stop sweating the investment, right? You got to stop sweating the investment. A home-based business is arguably the lowest investment that you can make on the planet. Yet it still gets treated like it's some bill or expense that you don't benefit from it. We got to stop that. Not saying you're doing it, but as a whole, we have to change the culture, okay? Because in the home business industry, people tend to do what I call compare the business to itself. What is this $70 monthly fee and how can I get rid of it? That's what they think when they get started as a marketing brand ambassador. How does my credit is better compared to, the other companies that are out there? How long will it take me to recruit my money? Do you understand that off the top, you're thinking like a consumer and not an investor, not even like a business owner? Do you understand that? Off the top, you're thinking like a consumer and not a business owner, like I said. See, the fees you're referring to are lower than any industry on the planet because it's a home-based business. So we got to stop comparing the business to itself. This means the $70. This means I'm going to go ahead and jump to the $159.99. That's when you get started and you have your you're a marketing brand ambassador, web tools, and then you add on an additional My Credit is Better membership that totals up to $159.99, right? We're going to start talking in the language of what we expect. We expect everybody to come in qualified, right? Everybody to go ahead and come in and get their 2 points right away. So we're going to speak in the language of $159.99 to create that culture. But anything under than $5,000 to $10,000 a month is pennies for a business. And you got to understand that. You have to change the mindset, new business, new mind, and understand that there's a different culture that we're creating, right? So the investor in you should be saying for $159.99, I get my bills lowered, my taxes are minimized, my credit score is going to get raised, I own a business that will eventually bring me more than $159.99. I can change other people's lives as well. I can help people lower their taxes, increase their credit score, eliminate debt, and create wealth. The consumer in you is saying, how can I stop the $159.99? You got to fight the consumer in you, because the problem becomes the inability to shift your consumer way of thinking. And then you'll spend the rest of your life worrying about the $159.99. We got to create a culture that we don't have empathy for people who worry about the $159.99. That don't worry about getting started with a business for $199.99. See, if you and I started any other business, number one, it's not $199.99 or $159.99. Number two, if we were farmers, for example, and we had to plant an orchard of trees, apple, orange, pear, you pick your fruit, right? We planted these seeds, and eventually one day we're going to expect trees, right? We're going to expect some trees. We're going to expect some fruit from our labor. You're going to run outside every single day and check the status of those roots. Every single day? Nah, you're not going to do that. So people ask me all the time, how can I stop the $159.99? I ask them, how soon do you want to stop your benefits? Because the $159.99 is the gateway to the benefits. It's not a bill. It's the gateway to the benefits. And if you're looking at it as a bill, it's preventing you from going out with the excitement and the enthusiasm to recruit and expose other people, because you're worried about how they're going to view the $159.99. You're worried about how they're going to view the $70, the $199.99. And you got to pause for a second and think as an investor, not as a consumer. Look at it like this. If we planted some seeds, right? If we planted some seeds that eventually sprout into trees, right? Going back to the fruit example, right? That tree produces fruit. That fruit produces more seeds. Those seeds will produce more trees. And eventually you'll have an orchard that you can sell the fruit. And the fruit that doesn't become ripe enough to sell will fall to the ground and produce more seeds, which will produce more trees, which will expand our orchard. Side note, Mr. Jones has a great word, like his podcast. Before his podcast, he was doing, words called Victory Through Faith, and it's called Don't Eat Your Seed. It's up on YouTube. You definitely want to check it out. Awesome. But to reference that and jump back to the business, right? You're going to plant some seeds in people, right? And those people are going to sign up, which is the fruit. And those people who sign up are going to talk to more people who are going to sign up, and that's going to produce more trees. And it's going to build a team, which is like the orchard. Now, the people who say no, all no means it's not now, because they're going to be watching you. And when you keep doing it, when they see your consistency, when they see your growth, when they see your progress, eventually they're going to come back. And they're going to sign up. And they're going to become those fruit that wasn't ripe enough, that turned into more trees that eventually you'll be able to have a part of your orchard. So it's all relative, and it all plays into the cycle. And all you have to do is keep exposing, and keep exposing. So if you're always thinking about ways to recoup your investment, notice I didn't say ways to stop the fee, right? As a business owner, you think of ways to recoup your investment. But don't think of ways to stop the fee. It's not a bill. All right? I would never want you to stop the fee, because number one is it's not even a fee to begin with. It's an investment. If you view it as an investment, it'll bring you back more. But if you view it as a fee or an expense, it'll continue to pay you less. All right? It'll continue to pay you less. Quick quote, and I want you to embrace this, not just for your business, but just for life in general, right? When you change the way you think, you change the way you feel. When you change the way you feel, you change the decisions that you make. When you change the decisions that you make, you change your actions. And when you change your actions, you change your habits. And when you change your habits, you change your character. Your character is who you are when nobody's looking. Your character is what you do when nobody's around. It's who you are at the root when you're not putting on a show. And if you change your character, you change your results. So if you're not happy with where you are in life, find that area where you are in this cycle of change, I call it. And then move it backwards and start making the change. Because it's not you change the way you think and then you change your results. It doesn't work that way. All right? So in the business, the worst thing that can happen if you invest in your business $159.99 per month and your taxable income is lowered. No matter if you make a penny in the business or not, you always win. You always win. You always win. And if we go out there with the excitement and expose people that they're always going to win, then that's what's going to happen. They're going to get excited about winning. So now that you have a business, you have to ask yourself, are my expenses greater than $159.99 times 12? Because if $1,920 per year, which is what that equals to, is what my $159.99 monthly investment becomes, the question is, did I save more than $1,920 a year in taxes? With my cell phone, with my internet bill, with certain square footage in my home, with the depreciation of my laptop, with meals and entertainment, with mileage. Did I save more than $1,900 in taxes because of my $159.99? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's what you got to ask yourself. So I just had a quick example, and I don't have it on the screen, right? Well, I looked at the mileage for the year, right? The mileage for the year is 65.55 cent per mile, right? So for your business, can you drive 3,054 miles for the year? 255 miles per month, 65 miles per week. Can you do that? Because that's what the tax write-off equates. That's not counting any other tax write-offs. That's all you have to do to balance out or recoup your investment from the tax write-offs. You guys, it's a win-win situation. So if you decide to stop the $159.99 and pay higher taxes, then you just don't know simple math. Make the investment and stop sweating the investment. Number two, the second thing, and this is really digging in right now, okay? You got to pick up the phone. You got to pick up the phone. Your breakthrough could just be a call, text, or DM away. Just a call, text, or DM away. It could just be that simple. Because opportunity doesn't go away. It just goes to somebody else. So don't let this opportunity go to anyone else but you. All right? Let's make this week special, you guys. We're celebrating Nancy Jones's birthday. I'm in the system, you guys. I am in the system. Things are about to go live and in full effect this week. Barring no unforeseen crazy setbacks, things are going down this week. You will be in the system. We can sign up new people. So you got to get excited and you got to change that mindset and start looking at this is your chance. This is your opportunity for breakthrough. All right, so let's pack this week's call. Let's pack this week's presentation. Let's take it to the next level. All right? We got to take it to the next level because, man, this is the last month of network marketing season. So we want to clown. People are looking. People are praying. Get people plugged into the podcast as well. Get people connected. Give them the value. Give them the value. And they will see you as the value. And they will want to be connected with you. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions about what they seen today? What they seen today? I appreciate that, Brother Troy. I appreciate that. I want people to see the value because if they understand that the benefits are huge, because when people get jobs, right, they look at the benefits package, right? That sometimes that's a determining factor, the money and the benefits package, right? We got huge money, so they should understand the benefits package as well. So the call to action this week: pick up the phone, like I said, contact 5 people per day. Call, text, social media, courier pigeon, put a message in a bottle, and do whatever you got to do. Let's get these people in front of this information. Let's expose more than we ever have, because you see this as an investment into yourself, an investment into other people, an investment into the economy, an investment into the culture, investment into to America, an investment into a lot of things. And we could totally change the outlook of our village. We could totally change the outlook of our communities. We could totally change the outlook of our families. But it starts with you. And you got to realize that with great power, which you have with this opportunity, comes great responsibility. And you got the responsibility to expose, because you're the best investment that you got. And you're born to win. So play to win right now, because each and every one of you are already a champion. I appreciate each and every one of you. I got your back. I'll see you at the top, and I'll see you at the bank. Peace.